Okay. Hello guys, my name is Daniel. Welcome to my outdoors channel. I've been posting outdoors in a while, and it's because I've been busy with the family, moving, and of course the last course that I took. I have the A license now, guys, but it's the end of season, and it's good to take a break and actually head back outdoors. So I'm scouting this place. This is my local outdoors. Never been this here. I tried once, but it got too dark really quickly. Head out too late. So I'm actually a little bit late now. I'm going to sleep in a hammock today. I have some dry tech I'm going to eat. I have some couple of beers to share, and yeah, I wanted to really sleep in the Nordtent Gamme, but it's quite uphill. I walk like 3 kilometers, perhaps 4 now, following my watch, and I don't know this area, so it's good to be a little bit lightweight. Well, not very lightweight, but it's enough to sleep outdoors. So hopefully I can find some place with a good view of Oslo. That's the point. I needed to head out from area where you cannot make some fire, so I needed to walk away from that, and I kind of lost in the wild right now. So going to see if we can find some place to set up a hammock before it gets dark. Wow, what a view. So it seems like it is something there. It's a little bit windy up here, but let's see. You can see actually whole view from here. So to try to head out there. Oh, I see they put a lock on top of the place, so you can actually doesn't get wet. And there is a lot of firewood I can use there as well. Nice. Wow, look at that view. Yeah, I'm going to stay here. Nice. Oh. Woo! So there's actually a better view from here than Kolsåstoppen. You can see all of Oslo. I don't know how many inhabitants or citizens Oslo has now, but I think it has surpassed 500,000. And I live like 6 kilometers from here. It's not a long way to get outdoors, but it's quite uphill, and you need to go like this in the middle of the street, so you get a lot of looks. But once you are here, it doesn't matter anyway. Down there is not allowed to make a fire, but up here is allowed. I think the green mark goes from 500 meters where it's not allowed, because there are some kind of trees that you cannot use. Here is more of a normal. But the good thing about Norway is that you can live in the city and get outdoors and get views like this. Nice. Going to have a good time here. Okay, let's set up the hammock. Probably between these trees here. I'm going to show you. And there, it's going to be well some have been laying some firewood here as well. So I'm going to work a little bit to give him some firewood as well. Okay guys, so this is probably a bed. This is bed that Zombie has been making to just chill here, perhaps sleep. So I'm not going to use that firework because then he can't see them, the guys who has done this and what the fuck. Someone has been taking my firewood and I don't have a bed now. So I'm going to lay this here and I'm going to set up my hammock there. It's a little bit windy from the side. It's November now, so yeah. Okay, let's look what I have with me here before it gets too dark. So this is the Helium Pro. Wow, it's cold. This is the Helium Pro. It's a ski top mountain skiing bag. It's not the best one for doing trips like this because it's small from the size. It's some small 55 liters. I have a down jacket. Yeah, I want to take it in case. This is Cryptic waterproof and Primaloft inside, so it's a very warm jacket, but I haven't been out in a while now, so I wanted to bring some clothes so I don't get cold. Because the thing is, it's not very cold to sleep outside. It's not scary as many people will think about. But if you haven't been out in a while and you don't have the right clothes, like windproof clothes or waterproof, then you will probably get cold. This time, I have water in here. This is actually my peeing bottle. So tonight or tomorrow morning I don't want to get up and pee, so I'm going to pee in this, and I actually didn't forgot that this time. I have a couple of lighter beers and these are my favorites all time. This is the Tiger beer from Singapore, Malaysia. I have some Capri-Sonne for tomorrow breakfast. I have some noodles for tomorrow for breakfast, and I have this is the Norwegian. This is Sør. It's almost the same as this one as well, but perhaps a little bit more close to La Corona or Coronita, some may call it. My possibles pouch. I have a little survival kit from Survival Lily. Fire steel. I have a light, good light, some hand warmers and some lip gloss and body lotion, lotion for the hands, and some ear soviro, as we call it in Norwegian, and yeah, I think I have my toothbrush there inside as well. Some saw. This is the silky saw, very good saw. Be careful to use it. I have some fire kit so I can make a fire quite easily. Titanium spoon for my food. I need to spare water because I have not a lot of water. This is my titanium water bottle with something to drink coffee with. Very good. You cannot get it in Norway. I have a lid for it as well, and that's it for that compartment. It's very cold in here actually, but I want the view. I have some snacks because it's Sunday today, and I have some down mat Expedition 9. This is the warmest mat you can get. This is a down mat, so it's quite big for the size. This is the second I have because the one they sent me, it was broken, so I got a new one, not sponsored. But this one is sponsored. This is the hammock, Dramor, Norwegian hammock. I have some Primus kettle with a solo stove inside to make some quick fire tomorrow morning. I want to make a fire here because it takes longer time. Axe. Sleeping pad for my butt. This is for the mat to blow because I don't have the pump. A tarp. And my down, it's been a long time since last time, my overquilt, top quilt for sleeping in a hammock, and it's minus 12 degrees with a 3 season, perhaps 4 season as well, 4 season. Quilt with signal colors. And to keep it here, this is from Underground Outdoors. Ultima down 850, minus 12 and 10 Fahrenheit. I'm going to keep it here. Yeah, and that's it. And the last things are my food. I have kebab gryte, my favorite from Real, and I have vanilla dessert today as well. Some sausages for tomorrow. My breakfast, some noodles. Smørbukk. Oh, can I live without smørbukk? My coffee, this is the Via from Starbucks, very good coffee. And a little bit of band-aids because I don't have any more like pills. If you get to go to the bathroom very quickly, then I have that. Okay, that's it. Let's set up that hammock. Okay, I think I'm going to try, instead of having in the middle, going to try to set it up more this way because of that rock. So I'm going to have a lot of tow there and just tie it up from here so it stays more like that. I'm going to see if the mat fits. So this is the mat. It's a winter mat. It's quite big, like I told you. It's a little bit hassle to pack actually, but it's always the thing with winter things. When it's winter thing is more heavier and it weighs a little bit more, perhaps a little bit overkill, but it's the only mat that I have that actually goes with that actually goes with the winter time, with the temperature. And this has two valves. One is to inflate, and normally I like to use the pump, but I didn't take it with me this time. And the good thing about this, that it has two compartments, is that it doesn't slip some air. It doesn't slip air, so it doesn't matter. thing about this thing is that it serves like a packing bag as well. There we go. Now it's filled. With the last breath. Okay. Close it and then we'll put it in the hammock. You open the compartment behind. Let's put this there. You always sleep that on the floor, but when I have the hammock with me, doesn't really matter. I want to see how good it is in now that it's cold outside. So it's good that it's a little bit colder here. This hammock, you have a hole there. You can actually pull your hammock through as well, like this. Make it all the way to the bottom. When you're dealing with down, it's good that you actually prepare this thing in some time, not spare it for the end, because then it gets cold. There we go. Now we have a bed, and we need the good. Need to just tape. There we go. Okay, now we're going to try to align this. The best way to go inside the hammock is to jump up this way more, because I'm laying like that. Let's run out. Go again. It's a little bit hassle. This is why I have the bottle for peeing outside, inside the hammock. Yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, I need to set up the tarp. Probably it's not going to do much with the wind from that side, but in case it starts to rain or snow, I don't want that falling on my head, and it provides me with just a little bit of protection from the wind. When you lay down in the hammock, then you're probably going to get a little bit of view outside anyway. It's the only place, perhaps in the front as well, I need to set a peg. there is a stone there, so crap. Okay, this is how it looks now. I need only the front here, and we're good. This is a new addition as well. This is some light, candle light. I'm going to put that there in the line in the middle. Need to tighten this a little bit better. There we go. Now, good to go. Ah, nice. Nice. Cool. Little fire pit to make your own fire. Good. I think it's a little bit early actually, but it's a good time to actually work, make some firewood. Those people who hasn't been following me, like to have some good tools. It's important that it's sharp. This is the Gramfors Bruk axe. Very sharp, good axe. And of course I have yeah, the saw. The silky saw is also very good tools. Yeah, as you can see, it's getting dark, so I'm going to see if I can spot some dead wood before it gets too dark. There's a little dead pine, but I think I need a little bit bigger than that. Oh, there is some wood there as well. Maybe too wet. There, I think it's possible. Ah, jackpot! Seems like someone been there before as well. Laying some wood there. So I'm going to take that. So I don't need to work with axe. I need to head back that way. Chop this one out. Because they are small. And dry. Seems like someone been here before actually. Easy, fine. Okay, so I got a lot of wood here now. This is smaller, a little bit bigger, and the biggest ones. And put this cover there because it's blowing from that place, so probably going to fire now. It's a little bit early actually. It's only 3 o'clock, but you want to get the fire good going and perhaps make some coffee as well. I forgot to tell you, I also have a knife. This is the Survival Lily version. It's a carbon fiber. Kind good knife, very good so far. I have been testing it like a couple of times. Probably better with birch, but there we go. We have 3 of those, the ones I use at the oven at home. Ooh, almost. Oh, you can actually hear the train from here. Okay, let's focus with this fire until we have some coals, so we can boil some water for my coffee and hopefully some dinner in about an hour or so. I want to do that before it gets too dark. Now we can put a little bit bigger ones, not as big as that one that I just put, but this ones. Wow! There we go. Put the fire steel inside the firebox. Here I have like many things, you know. Have a lighter, I have a storm lighter, and those white things that I just put to spare some time. I wasn't sure how late it's going to get, so. Been walking down the line, what I've been laying some miles beneath my feet, in up and downs. I heard so much light bringing me down. Oh no, and I never stop. I'll be gathering up and taking it on with so much undone. Always seems to me that we are lost in society, holding on to on. We are living souls, acting like some kind of a ghost, making us feel alone in this world obscure until we know all the things we like together, placed in front of each other. This is why you go out. This is the best break you can get when you find places like this. You can actually look down to society. The song that you heard is one of my new demos. It's called In Depth of Freedom, and I have made that song and it came, the song came just in time when a scandal happened here in Norway. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. I'm not going to use too much time with that. Let's open one beer first, because it's going to get too cold. Cheers! This is a Tiger. Too cold. Okay. There is a work, like you know, I'm a certified career advisor, and I have before talked a lot of mental health, and I've been digging on that for almost, I believe I was certified in 2017, so 3 years now actually, or 2.5 years. But I've been working with the arbeidsmarkedet, the work section here in Norway for about 5 years now. Most of the reasons I began to spend a lot of time outdoors was because I was having a very bad time. And if you watch the first video I posted on this channel, you know much more about what happened. I was working at Vinmonopolet. I have talked about that as well in the restricted channel, where I have 3,000 subscribers. You can find the link in the description. I will like talk a lot of between those videos. Back then I was registered at what we call NAV, and NAV is a place that's supposed you to find work. I lost my job at Vinmonopolet, and I lost also my duty in the armed forces. And NAV supposed to help me to get another job, but it didn't, and it hasn't done that since I was registered in 2016. They have tried, but they haven't been able to do it right, because the system is the worst system you can find here in Norway. We sold our house mostly because of NAV. You know, the last job I actually have was mostly because I was certified as a career advisor, and have some experience with it. And I was putting some of the people and doing a lot of free work actually. I was putting a lot of the people, getting them a job, but I was doing the mostly for free because I was new at it. And yeah, the last job that I have was as a chief officer, business developer officer. It's a top leader job, and then that is actually the kind of work I should be doing, as well as working with the armed forces, and as well as working with Vinmonopolet. But NAV kind of screwed that all that things up. My studies in HR I also actually stopped, sadly, because of NAV. Because we didn't have the economy to have the house, and we didn't have the economy to pay the loan from my studies. That is usually a good loan to have, but the whole thing stopped, and we tried to ask NAV from help, and it didn't work. I was being really mad at it, and really having a really bad time with that for a long time now. And yeah, kind of the studies went to what we call Statens Inkrevningscentral, and it's kind of freeze there until I have a work, and so I can pay it back. But selling the house also made us that we could pay more work. But this was a really hard time for my family, and especially for the kids, to be moving from their friends. So it was tough, guys, really tough. I haven't been able to tell it, mostly because now they stamp the papers, so you cannot share with that anyway. But it's been a tough time, and surely have to do a lot also with Vinmonopolet back in the days. But anyway, I have apart that we don't have a house, we are renting. I have a good time. I still need to get more work, and that's because also I started with the space industry. I'm trying to actually make a business proposal or forretningsidé on that. Because I'm a very good analytical person, and I kind of saw immediately that Nav wasn't doing a good job. But the scandal is what has been coming out in the news lately here in Norway. And it's sad to say, guys, but it's really bad. Nav is really having a bad time now because they're really screwed up. As you know, I was, for example, I'm going to give an example on how they screw up. I was in Lanzarote visiting my family because of Alma, and my parents-in-law and my stepfather and mother gave us a free ticket to Lanzarote so I could visit my family. I then was registered at NAV. That was before the business developer work, and I had to krysse, mark as that I was having some vacation, and I need to say to NAV that I going to Lanzarote, and I was very scared that time, and I was going to Lanzarote for 2 weeks with my family without any money, but with my parents. We didn't have any money then, we were broke. I was really scared, probably most scared of all because of NAV. I was the one who would have a bad experience with NAV, and I knew that they could actually throw me in jail if I went to Lanzarote. Now that didn't happen, luckily, but there are people who has been traveling to Spain as well and haven't been saying to NAV that they were going for vacation, or because and those people as soon as they went stayed for a longer time, obviously, and when they came back they got thrown in jail by NAV. And we can fast forward that since the 2012 now, and it seems like NAV has been doing wrong and putting many people in jail for a long time. So nav, you can find it in all the news in Norway, and in Europe is having and in Europe is all going to the EFTA justice chair, or what it's called, I don't know. But they have screwed up, especially the minister from Høyre and the director or chief business, chief officer, CEO of NAV. Fy fader, altså. So there are people that have died because they haven't got the help from NAV that they are supposed to give. And it's the whole thing is really sad, and I was actually not shocked as much as many people are when they came out in the news, all over the news. But I was really mad for the last week, actually, because it came the last week, and that's the reason I haven't been posting video this week. But I have a good time. I have been since we sold the house. I went broke to the expedition, actually. Well, I have some sponsors. Suddenly after we came back, we used a lot of time with moving, and then I started to work with the space industry again, and I've been picking some work up with the career advisor and using a lot of time with Oliver, especially Oliver, because he moved to a new school. I was a little bit too little to understand why we moved, and also yeah, we have some spare money to actually so I could take the course, actually do something fun that I was dreaming on doing, and that's the reason I paid some money for the skydiving course. So, but now I'm finished, and yeah, living normal life. YouTube is not a work for me. It's more of a natural thing. I do it because of fun. Try not to get too obsessed with the subscribers and numbers and thing, but I'm trying my best here as well. Going to fix this fire because it's dying now. Much talking anyway, guys, but like you know, I like to share some thoughts with you guys. I'm not hiding. I should probably hide a little bit more, but I'm kind of my own boss here, you know. My own boss. Okay, I'm going to try to put that up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Now we have some coals at least. But this is dying. Yeah. I really like this spot. Thank you, guy. Could be woman, I don't know, for sharing this spot with me. Cheers, Tiger. This is one of my favorite light beers. I prefer a little bit darker when it's so cold outside. I believe it's around 3 degrees or so. Survival Lily knife. to talk a little bit on that in another video. Better to put that lock so it doesn't blow like crazy here, like it did in in firmaisvida. I have a lot of wood here, that's for sure. I'm going to need it because it's cold. But the plan is to do some YouTube work, like a hobby. Do more outdoors videos every now and then. Work with a business proposal. Let's see, because it's difficult, and I need some more work. I can only do career advice on YouTube and work with space things. I need more income. So if you like to support me, perhaps you should join as my patron or be a subscriber. But I have actually an interview this Tuesday. Yeah, and it seems like a good job, so hopefully I get lucky there and I have some work, because yeah, we need to move actually next year again. But it's going to be a little bit easier because I have spent a lot of time throwing things we don't need and selling people and giving away. Giveaways as well here, and lot of things. Well, we actually need to move next year again. That's a shame, because I kind of like it here. We don't have 2 cars anymore, we only have 1, and that's a little bit complicated when it comes to go out and making outdoors videos. We only have the Outlander that is not now, well, it's a 9-year-old car, but it's actually ours now. It's not the bank anymore, because we have paid down the loan on that car. Too expensive to have anyway. And yeah, I got the boosted board. Yeah, it's quite. A boosted board is expensive, but it's fun and it's cool. The kids like it. Every time I go to pick up Oliver from school, I use the boosted board. I can't do anymore because it's getting too slippery in the road. But it's not as expensive as having a car. So it's almost like having a bike. We got some old bikes as well, so we're kind of changing our life and adapting to kind of what the situation is now. And outdoors is always good to have. Outdoors is, for me, it's important to come out every now and then and talk, have a nice time. Charge batteries. Cannot be here all the time, but most of the time I can. Perhaps if you subscribe, if I have 100,000 subscribers one day, perhaps I should only do YouTube stuff. Surely could live with that. A little bit unsure if it is right for me to do that, because I'm a certified career advisor. So actually I should rather be working with space or anything other than YouTube actually. But yeah, it's a hobby. It's natural hobby to be for me outdoors. I've been a lot of outdoors in my life, so it has never hurt me. Never. Until I do something crazy in the survival front or something. Cut my hand with an axe or... well, it had happened with the silky saw. Cut my hand with this. Oh, it started to bleed actually. Let's see. Oh yes, this is boiling. Keep that there. And see if we can find some coffee. Well, you know what? I'm just going to eat now, and we're going to have the coffee later. This is kebab gryte, my favorite. I actually bought it for the expedition, but I needed to spare some weight. So, been eating this a lot in the army, guys. It's real tech. And this is my favorite, the kebab gryte. It's not a lot of fat there, but you cannot only survive with this kind of food. We need... oh, I have some coal there as well. Let's see if I can see. Take that out. Like I said, I need to spare the water because I don't have too much. I need to boil some more. Okay. Need to boil some more, and then probably need to get some water after all. Good thing with the lid. That thing with the lid is very good. Okay, let's see if we have enough water here now. Yeah, I think so. Actually, a little bit too much. Stir well, close it, and then wait for the food to prepare. And then we have this for the coffee. I'm going to put the via here. Oh, we have to have some more coffee for the dessert as well, actually, that I have with me. I forgot about that. I have the dessert here, vanilla dessert. Yeah, to stand for 8 minutes. Okay, vegetarian. Nice, haven't tried this one before. And the coffee, there we go. Yeah, put in there. So, how many people that are having a very tough time, guys? Between all the Nav people, I've been a soldier for 8 years, and I kind of been in the bottom of life, and on the top as well. I'm going like that. But probably more lucky than more people that haven't get any help, and that probably haven't had a family and friends and the support to actually stand up and fight. but yeah. Many people's life is broken because of NAV. That's very, very bad. People don't have the courage, perhaps they have something, sickness in, perhaps your back is broken or your knees are very bad and you can't work, and then you get like stamped from above when they're supposed to help you. And there have been people that has been in a lot of anxiety and stress and haven't been able to get help and to get support because of the system that doesn't work. And yeah, I be before I get lose my job at Vinmonopolet, I have spent like 6 years in the army and made me strong. And then I found about VIP24, that was really important. And then I also have been very supportive with family and friends. So I'm very lucky, but I also been really low in life. 2012 and 11 was a very tough years for me. And I was having a really bad time. And then I found out about VIP24, that Daniel, they gave me tilbakemeldingen that you should actually, you are smarter than people say that you are, and you are an analytical person. You should actually work as Vinmonopolet, and you should actually work as a leader or in the armed forces as well. They gave me learn a lot of things, but there are people that are stupid there as well. So anyway, so it's important to know who you are, because I'm not the same person as you. You could be the same preference and personality and have the same interest in a theoretical way, and not me outdoors as an interest. I made interest in a theoretical ways. Probably talking about Riasek theory. You should know about that and then make it as your fundament, and then work with the things that interest you. Sting say always be yourself no matter what they say, and it's true, but you also have to need to know who you actually are, because many people, they don't know who they are. When they do it could be a recruiter, and they say that they know where they are, but they're actually doing the wrong thing as a recruiter. You should be, and Nav is a perfect example of many people that shouldn't be there, but they are putting people in jail because they think it's right, but it's not right. And then when it comes to the media and many cases, then you are fucked. This guys is much better food that I normally make at home sometimes. I hope my wife doesn't hear me, but the last 2 meals I made a stew for 2 days ago, and then my wife made some sausages with cheese. Don't back. This is much better. Because a cook has been cooking this, and I shouldn't take a job as a cook. Okay, I could cook some good things, steaks perhaps, taco, very good at that as well. But I cannot work. You cannot put me to do a crappy job in a kitchen. And that's the thing about, I have also told before, that you cannot take what job it takes because it is a job. It make you stressful. You don't like being there. You don't get all the factors that you should be kvalitetssikre. If you meant to be a writing, you should do that. Perhaps if it doesn't make any money, well, do a lot of writing, but still work with another thing until you get that going on. But you cannot be taking another job full time if you're supposed to be a writer. Okay. I'm going to eat this, change battery, then we'll talk later. Needed to change the battery. I think I need to change that one as well because it wasn't filled. But it says that I need to wait like 8 minutes now and then stir it again. Cut this in half. This is what I like with the Real Tech, that they have already done that. So it's a little bit easier to eat. So we're going to see, it seems like a little bit more of a pudding consistence. Wow! It tastes like vanilla ice cream. Wow, not bad. Cold, some of them. Those from 7 Artisan are a little bit pain in the ass to use sometimes because they are a little bit heavy and cold when you are outdoors. Well, I don't know where I put the cap here. Someplace there. Anyway. It's almost 5 in the evening. Started to get very dark outside, and I'm going to just sit here with the fire, try to relax. I know I talk too much right now, but actually I'm going to try to make another video on the way down on the knife. Hopefully we sleep well today, because tomorrow's weathercast is really sunny. It is -2, a little bit colder, probably -4 up here, but I think it will be okay. I have enough clothing for being here anyway, so going to just relax and taste this beer. open some potatoes and just have a nice time alone. Don't need to film everything, you know. Oh. So it's a general thing to actually return the favor, and you always call and have good tools. You should help the guy. I leave here for the next time he's here, because he done the job for me and I done the job for him or her. Okay. Hey guys, I'm in the hammock. See you tomorrow. It's really cold, -2. Got to take off all my clothing, only leave the base layer, and go inside here. Inside that net. Put the lamp as well inside, I believe, if it fits. See you tomorrow, guys. So good morning. It's sunny. It's a little bit chilly. I actually had to take my jacket on. But I slept well. I was missing my fjellduken, but the jacket has Primaloft inside, so it's kind of the same thing. So, but some places the wind goes in and then you get really cold. So it's this time was good to actually have the jacket on. Yeah. Okay guys, so I have fired the solo stove because I'm going to cook my noodles and breakfast here. And it's more easier to fire this thing to get it up and going instead of using the a fire, because this little wood stove is very efficient, and I tend to forget that. And it's easier to actually use some sticks from the ground, especially here in Norway, because they are everywhere. So this is like kind of probably be a little bit difficult on winter time, but it's a very good stove. You can actually move it from the bottom as well. Here in Norway you can get the solo stove at Spider Sport, where the scouts have their own place in online. Okay, go and get the noodles. Doesn't matter if I don't have a cup of coffee, I have some warm noodles instead, like a soup, so kind of do the same job anyway. As long as I get something warm, doesn't need the caffeine, I can spare it for tomorrow instead. Oh shit, I put that. That oils. Okay. Seasoning. Garbage to take home. Noodles is a good thing when you need quick, warm meal. Easy to take with you and lightweight. Not very nutritious, that's why I have the sausage outside, but surely warms you up. I have packed all my things now and just need to give some more drone shots with the big drone that I have now. It's a little bit more reliable. And head back home, guys. So probably not going to talk anymore, talk too much. So I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for next time, because it's going to be the survival lily test review that I just done as well. We'll see you. Bye.